Imagine being locked away in a maximum security prison, surrounded by towering walls, barbed wire, and guards patrolling every inch. Now, picture yourself plotting an escape so audacious that it would go down in history as one of the greatest prison breaks ever. This is the incredible story of the 1979 escape from the infamous New Mexico State Penitentiary. The prison was notorious for its harsh conditions and violent inmates. It housed some of the most dangerous criminals in the country. But in February of 1979, a group of inmates decided they had enough. They were tired of the brutality, the overcrowding, and the hopelessness that surrounded them. They began to devise a plan that would not only change their lives, but also shock the world. The mastermind behind this daring escape was a man named John "Johnny" McCluskey. He was serving a lengthy sentence for armed robbery, but he was determined to regain his freedom. McCluskey and his accomplices spent months gathering information, studying the prison layout, and observing the guards' routines. They knew that timing was everything. On the night of the escape, chaos erupted. The inmates initiated a riot, creating a diversion that drew the guards' attention away from the escape route. While the guards were occupied, McCluskey and his crew made their move. They had managed to obtain makeshift weapons and used them to overpower a few guards, taking them hostage. This was their moment. As they raced through the prison corridors, they encountered locked doors and barriers. But they had a plan. They had previously smuggled in tools and made keys from melted plastic. With adrenaline pumping, they worked quickly, unlocking doors and sprinting toward the outer wall. The sound of alarms blared behind them, but they pressed on, fueled by the hope of freedom. Finally, they reached the outer wall. It stood tall and imposing, but they had prepared for this. They had dug a tunnel that led to a nearby drainage ditch. It was cramped and dark, but it was their only way out. One by one, they crawled through the tunnel, emerging on the other side, gasping for fresh air and the taste of freedom. But the escape wasn't over yet. They had to evade capture. The authorities were on high alert, and a massive manhunt ensued. McCluskey and his crew split up, each taking different routes to increase their chances of survival. For days, they lived off the land, hiding in the shadows, constantly on the move. However, the thrill of freedom was short-lived. Within a week, most of the escapees were recaptured. The authorities were relentless, and the media frenzy surrounding the escape made it nearly impossible for them to remain hidden. McCluskey himself was caught after a tip-off led the police to his location. The aftermath of this escape was significant. It prompted a complete overhaul of prison security across the country. New protocols were established, and the incident served as a stark reminder of the lengths to which desperate individuals would go for freedom. The New Mexico State Penitentiary escape remains a testament to human ingenuity and the unyielding desire for freedom, even in the face of overwhelming odds. It's a story that continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us that sometimes the most unbelievable escapes are born from the darkest of circumstances.